More than half of our detachment, around 50 people, were killed by their commanders. That is a Russian soldier talking to a Russian reporter who shared this interview last week. It was recorded and published by Russian mill blogger Romanov after he spoke with Russian Junior Sergeant Denis Kolesnikov of the 143th Motorized Rifle Regiment. Romanov with a sizable Telegram channel, and this went out to a lot of people, where the junior sergeant said, quote, "More than half of our detachment, about 50 people, were zeroed out or killed by their commanders. They're carrying out the zeroing out of personnel, removing weapons, extorting money. Everyone has to pay the commanders. If someone doesn't pay, that means he's not needed. They take him to the front and zero him out. In front of me personally, several people were killed." He said at roll call each morning, they tell each person how much they owe, from 1 to 3 million rubles per person, which for reference is between 13,000 and 39,000 US dollars. He says that's the fee to avoid being sent to the zero line, or the line of contact. As soon as the soldiers' money runs out, they are sent forward or killed by their commanders. He said they wanted, his personal situation is he had a fee or a fine, whatever you want to call it, of 3 million rubles. He went to Rostov, a city in southern Russia where a lot of Russian military forces stage on their way to Ukraine. He said, I have to go there to draw out all the necessary money, and instead of getting the money, escaped, and shortly thereafter gave this interview to Romanov. This is not unique. We've heard countless stories at this point of extortion at the front, of soldiers having to pay to avoid going forward on assaults. And I'd expect we're going to see more and more of this as the casualty counts continue to rise, and when Russian recruiting has to go further and further down the socioeconomic ladder to get people to actually agree to go fight in this war. So pretty wild. Not just that this occurred, but that we've got Russian channels openly talking about it.